Bella Vista Television presents Bella Vista and Beyond. Today our host is Kristy Danna and her co-host is Jan Pruitt. Today's topic is the Seed and Flower Farm and Art Gallery. It is a remote broadcast from Sacred Hollow Farm, and our guests are Caleb and Sydney.
Okay,
hey, Jan.
Hi.
Hey. Look over there. It's beautiful.
You belong among the wildflowers.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's our guests up here. And hi, guys.
Hello.
I'm Kristy.
Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
I'm Sydney.
Hey, Sydney.
I'm Jan. Jan, nice to meet you.
Jan the mountain man.
Hello, man.
We loved pulling in out here. This is awesome.
Great. Thanks for coming out.
Absolutely. I'm good doing this. Anyways, can you hear? I'm asking the guys because I'm not sure. That's okay because I don't know. No, that's okay. So can we go into your art studio and see what you guys are doing? We'll start there before we hit the beautiful flowers out there.
Perfect.
How's that sound? Come on. We'll let you guys lead the way.
We'll follow.
Oh, wow. So Caleb and Sydney, tell me in this beautiful gallery, I know you both are showing in here, so can you tell us whose work is what, and just start in, and our viewers will be following.
All right, so I guess I'll start nearest to me. I do all the photography in the studio, so this was on the Buffalo River. Behind you is another one that's in Rogers, I forget where exactly, and then all the sculptures and the art is done by Sydney.
Okay, hey Sydney.
So the sculptures are actually sculpted on Oregon coast driftwood.
Oh, wow.
It's actually clay that I've sculpted on it, and I've painted them. Yeah.
So you're not whittling?
No.
No whittling?
No
okay,
whittling.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So where do you get the feeling for each piece to have these magnificent faces?
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, is it just pops into your head?
Yes. Yeah, I never know what they're going to look like until they're done. And then I meet them for the first time.
Oh, do you name them?
I have stories all about them, yes. So I make little short stories about their lives and what they did do. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So continue on. Tell me about some of this other.
Yeah, so I
You can walk forward.
Oh, okay.
That's great. Sure.
Yeah, so I do acrylic painting. These are prints of original pieces that I've done, and Caleb is the photographer.
Oh, so the two of you work together with your photography, and then you turn them into paintings.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you like bugs? Yeah. Could you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did a bee series. We are beekeepers.
Oh.
And this one's called Bee Buzzed.
Be buzzed. Oh, how cute.
And then we love crows. And so
Crows are important. I think a lot of people have misconceptions of crows and what they mean and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So as we continue around here, we're going to go over this way. Come on in, and you have to be the leaders, and I'll be the followers. You go ahead. That's fine. Absolutely. Because I also want to ask you about these stumps down here.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me about the stumps and this beautiful table.
So, and I guess, we'll talk about all that. So all the wood in here is locally sourced in Arkansas. Most of it's a hard walnut or a maple. These are cedar stumps, and I actually fire carve these. So I'll show you.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at that.
Very neat.
So I actually build a fire in the top and let it carve out the legs, and it's all finished so it doesn't come off.
So it's like a natural burn.
Correct. The fire actually sculpts, so each one is totally different.
That's unique.
And then I also saw these gorgeous cutting boards over here that you have. And I'm assuming that you do those also? The
Yes.
cutting boards?
I do natural edge live cutting boards, so or charcuterie boards, whatever you want to use them for.
Yes, yes. Beautiful wood.
So that's a Arkansas Select walnut.
And I like it that it's just not straight lines.
Right. I like doing the live edge, and I go with the grain.
Beautiful.
This is a spalted sycamore, I think.
Or a spanking paddle.
That looks similar to the principal's paddle he had when I was growing up in grade school.
It would work for that. You could use it for that easily.
He had holes in his, though, so
Or we could play a
That's
game of
right.
ping pong.
there you go.
We could do that.
But every
Okay.
piece is unique.
It is.
They're
It's
all
absolutely
different.
gorgeous.
Right.
When you get a piece of this art, whether it's a board or table or whatever, it's going to be the only one of its kind.
Yeah, no two are the
Totally
same.
unique.
I've never made one that looks the same. And then the live edge tables. This is just a simple hairpin live edge cedar side table. But
Nice.
I'll do large dining room tables and all sorts.
That's what's so great about people that have talent like you too. It's just like every piece is unique in its own. And no one has, you're never going to go to somebody's house and go, oh, I have a piece just like that.
That's
You know?
exactly right. That's
You never
exactly
will.
right.
And to have that talent,
It's amazing, isn't it?
I know. It puts me where I'm at. Watching and learning.
You're amazing.
Yeah, watching and
All on
learning.
your own. You're amazing, dear. Okay,
So-
now we're back over here to.
I'll hand it off to Sydney because she does
Okay.
all this jewelry.
All right. Okay, Sydney, tell me about your jewelry.
Okay, this is where I kind of joke around, where I'm a little woo-woo. So I've been an energy healer since 2014. I do Reiki healing.
Yeah.
And so because we don't have a studio for that yet, I infuse Reiki energy in all of my jewelry. So all of it has intention for whoever wants to buy them.
Oh, they're
And wear them.
beautiful. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
So does each piece then has a story of its own?
Yes, so each piece has an intention.
Okay.
So
What would be the intention of this one?
this one,
Yeah.
so black is grounding and protection.
Okay.
And then the rose quartz, the clear quartz helps intensify that. So if you want like a lot of protection, you would wear that with the intention of protecting yourself. Yeah.
Okay. How about the over here?
This one.
Uh-huh.
So that one's gonna be for love.
Oh.
Rose quartz is for love, and amethyst is really good for attracting love and opening.
That must be why I'm so lucky. I've got an amethyst about this
Oh,
big at home. You
perfect.
think that's great?
Oh, yes.
And of course, Jan will need this.
Need protection?
You'll need the protection. Okay, let's mosey down this way. Just saying.
Show me wrong.
So in addition to, I do faces on driftwood, I also paint faces on little stones that I find. This one is my hillbilly.
Oh, that's wonderful. Look at the face. I love the depth that you get in the eyes and in the mouth on a couple of these I see. Oh my gosh.
They're very...
Do you name them?
Oh, yes. They all have their stories as well.
I love it that you're a storyteller.
Yeah, some
Oh, look. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, these are wonderful.
And they're all hand painted, and all of them are one of a kind. No,
Yes.
no two
Yes.
are alike. Yeah.
Fabulous.
So,
Fabulous.
and then Caleb.
I was
does
going to say,
the-
we'll bring Caleb in now. And Jan, I know you're really interested in this copper, so I'll let you and Caleb talk. And I'm going to step back a little bit. We're in kind of tiny quarters, so
It's a small shop.
that's exactly fine. Yeah.
So yeah, these are the hand-hammered copper bracelets. So I make those. I have a little anvil and a torch back in my barn. And I literally just take chunks of copper and hammer them out, torch them, harden them, reshape them, do all that.
Where do you get your copper? I mean, it comes in a square sheet or?
Just
How's
copper,
it?
just pure copper tubing, just in wires.
Really?
Yeah, you get the higher quality stuff.
And so you just melt that down?
No, I
Tube or
heat
wire?
it up and hammer it out. I got a big hammer and an anvil.
Wow.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
So let's do like the copper in the old days when everybody had it and their wrist turned green.
Yep.
In the old days, you know, I had one of my uncles wore these, excuse me. One of my uncles wore one of these and it turned his wrist green. Do they turn your wrist green?
They will. Yeah, pure copper will do that. It always does. It's a some sort of chemical reaction in the oils of your skin with the alloys of the actual metal that copper has.
But it's also supposed to be very healthy for
I was
you.
gonna say.
Correct, for arthritis.
Yeah. So turning green would mean you're actually, yeah, you're healing or it's working,
My body
right?
parts don't hurt anymore.
We're envious.
Right, yeah. Or yeah, you're green with envy. Yeah.
No, these are great pieces.
Beautiful.
And while we're here, there's another little. These they're all in the corner. We'll get to them, but I might as well show them while I'm standing here. These are little cedar. There's little vases, so it's you
Oh, you
take the
put your-
forks out, and you put a single stem rose or single stem
Oh.
cutting of a vining plant. It'll take root, and then you can plant it in the ground or whatever. But yeah, they're just little quirky, fun little vases.
You both are so gifted, and so I love it's the simplicity of it, but there's so much depth with you both. I love that. Okay, going down further.
I'm going to pass it back to Sydney because that's going to
Okay.
be her medicinal section.
Okay, let's go down to the medicine girl.
Yeah.
Medicine girl. There we go. All right, Sydney, we're here at your oils, essential oils. I would have, or what are they?
Yeah, so they're herbal tinctures, and I've got some colloidal silver and some tea. Well, people have bought us out on the tea.
Is that right? Well, tell me what colloidal silver is. What is that, and what would it be used for?
Yeah, so colloidal silver, I have a generator at the house, and before the 1930s, when antibiotics came into use, they used silver as a way to kill viruses and bacteria.
Okay.
Then they learned that if you electrified it, you can actually suspend those silver particles in distilled water. And so when we consume it, it will make its way through a virus coating and puts a lot of oxygen inside the virus, so it cannot live in that environment. So it's essentially an antibiotic or antiviral, but it's natural, and the silver particles they're 10 parts per million. So they're so tiny, our system just takes it and it goes through without any harm whatsoever.
No harm to any organs, only healthy
No.
things
Yes.
happening. Wow. Tell me about maybe one other.
Yeah, so I have a medicinal garden in the very back that's not open to the public, and I grow all of our medicinal tinctures. And what I do is I suspend their medicinal properties in alcohol. So when you take this in a little bit of water, you are like, let's say ashwagandha, for example. It's great for the immune system. It helps like get our energy going, helps the lymphatic system. So these are things that are really gentle and natural and have been around forever. And yeah, so I really enjoy that.
So what, you take an eyedropper and put it in how much parts water?
So I just do like a little bit of water, because some of them, like blue vervain, for example, is very bitter. So you want like a little bit of a buffer.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
So if somebody has an immune, like I have an autoimmune, I have Graves' disease.
Oh, yeah.
So which one would I be taking to help that?
Yeah, so I would say ashwagandha would be
The one?
actually, yes, one that you would really want to look into, because it really helps the immune system. Also, lemon balm is another one that helps with the immune system as well.
Very good.
Yeah, and it's a nervine too, so helps our nervous system.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, mine needs a lot of help. Just
Every day.
saying.
Every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's doing this over here? Is it where this is the beautiful vases?
Yeah.
I've already shown those. So that's,
Okay.
we're
And
kinda done
then
in here.
just seeds,
Okay.
I guess, for them. Yeah.
Okay, so let me say right here, while we're standing here, that everything in this room is obviously for sale, and you have packets of seeds that people could come out and visit you and Caleb out here and get lots of beautiful seeds for your own gardens. So I think next we're going to take a walking path.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, just tell us where we're going, Caleb.
So we're going through our wildflowers. So here you've got our sunflower patch here. It's prime right now. We have a lot of beautiful ones coming in.
Oh my
and
gosh.
we'll have sunflowers all the way through probably October, 1st of November.
Look at how tall these
yeah.
are. Wow.
Because not only this ones that we have on our east field, we have a whole nother patch. We have 2 new patches down down toward our pond. We have a lower section down there that are all staged to come in at various times.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And tell me about this sunflower. You said these will continue blooming?
They will keep going because they're a branching variety.
Uh-huh.
So you see this one's got the main one that's open. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
You need to get some of those, Jan.
8, 9, and every time you cut one, another one's going to grow in. And so they're all different varieties. Like that's a velvet queen. We have blanket ones. We have the teddy bears, which are super bushy.
So if a person comes out here and they use their scissors and cuts this off, then just another life exists from there, right?
Right.
Yep,
So you
show
can
me
cut
where
her,
to cut it.
cut
though.
it down here.
Oh, you don't want
Oh,
to
you-
lose all those, do you?
How
Yeah.
about
Oh
just
yeah.
this one?
No. You want it long enough to go in your vase.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, I was noticing this one back here. I have some of these planted out in front of my house, some of these red ones, and they're not near this tall or not near this thick stem.
They're a
what-
different variety. They're
What kind
totally
are
different.
those? 'Cause
That's
I really like those.
That's a velvet queen, is what that's called. And yours might still get that tall. These have been growing since April, so we planted these super early.
And these will just repopulate.
Mhm.
If you just let these drop, they'll just do it all themselves.
Yep, they'll start to bend over like that and get sad, and eventually all the seeds will drop out.
Do they have a seed like a sunflower, like a regular
Yep.
sunflower seed you
Yeah.
eat type thing?
Yep, they look
Birds-
identical.
Does the birds bother all that?
Oh yeah, they love them. But we love the birds, so it's all right.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah,
Yep.
you eat the birds later. Yeah, it tastes like sunflowers. That's good.
Okay, take us on down the
I do
road.
want one of these though.
Yeah,
Okay.
grab you one.
So where do I cut?
How long you want it?
Well, I just don't want to mess up your garden.
Oh, you won't.
There we go.
That's what they're here for. We grew them for a reason.
Oh,
Those
I'm
are awesome. I love
excited.
sunflowers. I'm a Kansas boy, so
Sunflower
when you
steak.
sunflower means something to me.
Yeah, they just make you smile.
And
They
this guy
do.
here, what is that?
Teddy bear.
Teddy bear,
Oh,
super bushy. I don't
can
know.
you see that? Can
It's
you
great.
zoom
Yeah.
in and see the teddy
They're
bear?
super.
That is
That
Poofy.
almost looks like the
That's
head of,
wonderful.
what are they called? The little golden one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They look like a huge dandelion. They
They
really
do. They're beautiful, though. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I want one of those.
Okay.
There's that.
There-
Let me get you.
Give me,
There.
this
Go-
is a
go
nice
towards-
one. Give me
Yeah.
another one that's,
Let me
No.
find
Wander
you.
through there without breaking anything.
How about this one, Jan?
there you go, brother. That'll work.
Oh.
Oh, perfect.
Incredible. Yay. Nice.
Start with, because we've already talked about, these are the Bachelor Buttons. They are all over. They're prolific. They're very hardy for vases. They're what we call cut and come again. So when people come out here and pick their bouquets, well, I say pick, they cut because we saw the snips we provide. You cut one and another one's going to grow back. And you can see here, these are new pods coming in here. Those are all going to be blooming in the next week probably. And the history behind why they're called Bachelor Buttons is back in, was it like the early 1900s, late 1700s, so long time ago,
long
eligible bachelors would actually wear these on their lapel. And that would let any lady suitors know that they were available. So hence the history of the Bachelor Button.
So let me ask a question here. You said that they're prolific. With the more you cut, the more you're going to get.
Correct.
So you encourage people to come out and pick these really beautiful, simplistic bouquets to take home. Great kitchen table sitting on the fireplace. Yeah.
It's for any occasion. We had a bride come out and cut her own bouquet for her wedding.
Oh my gosh.
And it was absolutely beautiful. And her, well, they're married now, but fiance at the time, they came and did it together the day before their wedding.
Let me ask then, if you instruct somebody to come out here and cut, where would you tell them, how far down from the bloom do you want them to cut? I mean, I'm sure you don't want them to cut too short or too long.
Really, the main thing is, I mean, we want them to have the flower that they think is beautiful and cut it where they want. We just don't want them cutting it all the way down to the dirt. As long as you cut it and there's enough foliage left on the stem, that will give enough energy and everything for the flower to return back.
Oh my
So really we just say how long or short do you want it to be, and that's where they cut it.
And that's where they go with it.
So as long as they don't scalp it all the way to the dirt, we should be okay.
There you go. So Bachelor Buttons come in different colors, like what are the lighter lavender ones? Or are those different?
Those are all, nope, they're all Bachelor.
Bachelor too.
The light blue is a Bachelor Button, the dark blue is a Bachelor Button. Yeah, the lavender, the white and pink.
What is this cute little one back here? This one right here.
What is that one? That's a zinnia.
This one is a zinnia. Okay. All right. A little different than some of the other. I know. You say tomato. I say tomato.
Well, we're finding it's either zinnia or zinnia is what everyone calls them.
Exactly. So, and then this one.
It's a rose mallow.
That is rose mallow.
Isn't that beautiful? That, Jan, is what we saw in the ditches coming out of Texas. Remember when we saw the beautiful white flowers and we didn't know what they were? That's exactly what they were.
But I remember getting some.
Yes. Yeah.
I've got like 50 pounds of flowers in a box drying out in my garage. But that's the cool part. Somebody comes out here and they cut these flowers to make a bouquet. You hang on to them until they go through their cycle. And then you have an instant garden. I mean, you just go out there and
throw the
rub
seeds.
your hands together and throw these on the ground, and you have a seed. Away we go.
Yeah, as long as they've been pollinated by our bees, because we do keep bees. As long as they've been pollinated and they've gone along enough through their cycle to go to seed, you'll have the seed pods and everything. You can keep them for yourself.
Well, I do see a lot of the bees, so they're absolutely. How hard, or do you not even try? You don't have to worry about weeds just taking over here?
Oh yeah, we have a ton of weeds.
Yeah, okay, good.
We have a ton of weeds because we keep everything all natural, because we do keep bees, so we don't use any pesticides, fungicides, insecticides, nothing of that nature. So we do have all the bugs, all the weeds, all the ticks, all the nasty little things, but they're part of the system.
I was going to say they all have a purpose.
Exactly, they all have
Can
their
you
place.
tell me what the purpose of a tick is?
I haven't figured that out yet.
I
don't know.
Really? I want to know.
Well, I have no idea.
Possums eat them.
Yeah.
So,
Possums
so we're
eat
feeding
them.
the possums.
Yeah, we're feeding the possums with a tick.
Our chickens eat them too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Well, there's a
So they're
plethora of
food
them.
for something, I guess, is their only purpose.
Okay. Well, standing here looking at your beautiful home, the surrounding, you guys are you relaxed just all the time?
I am.
This is just chilling. I mean, this is just so cool.
Yeah.
No, this is incredible.
I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful. So do you have time to show us where the bees are?
We do. Let's go check them out.
Let's go find the bees.
And we'll show you our newest development that we call our secret garden, because you can't see it from the road or from the shop. It's, or from even where we stand now. You don't even know it's there till you get there.
So it's one of the
Oh, it's going to be open to the public.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yes.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it's huge.
Well, then let's go. Okay, Caleb, I'm over here. You told me to back up to not block the entrance for the bees.
Correct.
But it's like being at an airport. I mean, I was told not to swat.
Yeah, you
so
don't
I'm
wanna
not
swat
swatting.
'em.
And tell us about this. I don't want to move too much.
So these are our 3 beehives that we're standing next to. The furthest one behind you, they're white boxes. Those are our oldest hive. We've had them a couple years, and these are our 2 newest colonies, are these 2 big colorful boxes.
Okay.
And yeah, we harvest honey once or twice a year. We're going to be harvesting honey here probably within the next month. And when we do that, I'll give you a quick little tour of a beehive.
Okay.
The bottom box and the second box are what's called the brood chambers. This is where the queen usually lives. That's where she lays all her young and everything. And then about right around in here, you're going to have what's called the honey line. And from there up, this is full of honey.
Oh my goodness.
And what the worker bees do, they leave the hive, they go out, they go hunt pollen and nectar, and they bring it back, and there's bees inside, and they actually exchange it. So the bees that went out and got the nectar, they have 2 stomachs. One's called a honey chamber, or honey stomach. And they literally regurgitate it, give it to another bee inside the hive. That changes the pH and the balance of the actual nectar. And that bee will go up in here and put it in a honeycomb, and they'll start drying it, and it'll slowly dry over and cap, and it'll thicken up in that process, and that's when you get honey.
Oh my goodness.
And
What
so-
and there's different kinds of bees, or what? Tell us what kind of bees these are.
These are a Russian, if I remember correct. The 2 major types of bees that we get in America are Russian and Italian. I believe ours are Russian, but I'd have to go check my information on them. And almost 100% of all the bees you see flying in and out, and all the bees inside, they're all female.
These are all female. So are they worker bees? Is that what they are? Or
Yeah,
are
they're your worker bees who go out every day and get honey and bring them back, and they're almost all female. The only males in there usually are just there to mate the queen, and then they die.
Go figure.
Oh yeah, when they mate, only 1 bee will win. And they'll fly high, almost close to a mile in the sky with the queen, and the winner that reaches her
Is that
does
right?
the mating, and then all the other males will get kicked out usually until they're needed again. Yeah.
It sounds normal to me. I mean, I'm just thinking this is how the world works.
So yeah,
So obviously there is so much information here that we can't even get it into one show.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that you'll either invite us back
of course.
before our batteries die out here.
Yeah.
And but thank you for joining Bella Vista and Beyond.
Thank you for
Both of
coming
you.
out and having us on your show.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Mountain Man.
Oh, amen to that. I can't wait to get back home and let these things go through their natural process and get them in the ground and have them for myself. You know,
Fabulous. Good.
for
Sounds
people to
good.
enjoy. Yeah.
Thank you all.
You have been watching Bella Vista and Beyond. You may watch this program on Cox Cable or on Uverse at various times during the week. You may also see it on YouTube. This has been a production of Bella Vista Community Television. Thank you for watching us.